After the stinger at the end of Infinity War, people were really anticipating Captain Marvel. I was one of them, since after what I saw of Captain Marvel in a few video games, she looked cool enough. But then Brie Larson, the actress playing Captain Marvel, decided it would be a good idea to say some of the dumbest things I've heard anyone say instead of controversy and drama. And because of that, the movie didn't make as much money as it was initially supposed to, and then that started a whole controversy involving forced feminism and stuff like that. When I decided to rewatch the MCU, I was dreading watching Captain Marvel since I thought like the 2016 Ghostbusters and the new Star Wars sequels, it was going to be 2 hours of forced feminism shoved down my throat. Fortunately, it wasn't. The movie was way better than I thought it was going to be. Though to be fair, I was expecting it to be my first 1 out of 5. If everything I heard about it was true, however, it's still a flawed movie. How flawed though? Well, let's find out. Captain Marvel is part of an alien group called the Kree, who are the heroes of the galaxy. Ouch, Guardians of the Galaxy. She goes on a mission with her Kree buddies to go investigate a possible Skrull hideout, but then she gets captured. She escapes from the ship but ends up on Earth with a couple of Skrulls. Now she has to stop the Skrull threats of an unfamiliar planet, all while she questions her past. Honestly, that's a really fun plot setup. Just like Dora, Captain Marvel isn't obnoxious to the fish out of water type story and uses fish out of the water jokes sparingly. Overall, the plot is decent. The plot had the potential to be amazing, but that's when we get to the pacing. For the first half of the movie, the pacing is really good and the movie is really interesting. Then the second half of the movie comes around and it drags. I've never been more bored of a climax in my entire life. The pacing isn't the movie's strong suit. This movie's tone is grounded while also having a few comedic aspects like Doctor Strange and Black Panther, and I've said before that I like that sort of tone. I would prefer for Captain Marvel to be a little more lively, but it's still a decent tone nonetheless. As for the characters, Captain Marvel is entertaining sometimes, but overall she's pretty bland. It was really cool to see a young Nick Fury who's more laid back and chill. We also have Captain Marvel's supportive best friend who I forgot the name of. I saw some articles claiming that the supportive best friend was like one of the best supporting characters in any movie, and it's obvious that was just saying that to try to appeal woke or something. This character barely does or says anything in this movie to help Captain Marvel remember her past. The only good scene she's in is one where she gives a somewhat heartfelt monologue, and that's it. She literally doesn't do anything afterwards. I'm probably going to get grilled by you guys because I forgot the villain's name and I can't access Google right now, so I literally don't know what to call him. I'm just going to call him the villain. Anyway, spoiler incoming, so if you don't want to get spoiled, skip to this timestamp. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have been warned. The villain is actually Captain America's Kree mentor, who was the one who abducted her and turned her into a weapon. I thought that was a nice twist, though it could have been nicer if he had more screen time. Anyways, after that revelation, he literally takes a huge backseat and has one encounter with her, and I'm not even going to call it a fight when they're on the ship because nothing happens. Then he gets shot into a boulder, screws off, and leaves the movie. Yeah, he's not really a good villain, and add him to forgetful MCU villain number 16,000. As for the performances, everyone does a good job. A lot of people say Brie Larson is too bland, but it's not her fault. That's just the way her character is written. And you know what? She does a good job of what she's given. As for the action, there's a couple of good action sequences, but nothing amazing. The effects look really good though. As for the soundtrack, yeah, it's pretty forgettable. In conclusion, Captain Marvel is heavily flawed. The characters aren't that interesting, the movie drags on its second half, there's not a whole lot of action, the villain is lame, and the movie is just not interesting. However, it's not god-awful, the performances are strong, there's a lot of fun scenes, and the scores were a nice addition. I really am struggling to decide whether to give this movie a 2 or a 3 out of 5. Either outcome would be justified. Screw it, I'm gonna give Captain Marvel a 3 out of 5. It has a fair amount of promise despite its flaws. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you haven't, please like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace, everyone.